Well, it is Friday and I am back in the office. I was in Philadelphia this morning representing a few clients there at preliminary hearings, a waiver trial, and a negotiated plea. All those matters went extremely well. And then I shot back over to New Jersey, had an opportunity to get my booster as well as my flu shot on the way back to the office. Hopefully that will go well. But the weekend is here. We did come out with our weekly e-update, which went out to over 3,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In addition, we also put out our 30-minute webinar on long-term care and estate planning, which is available now on social media. We're working on getting it on our estate planning website. Did come out with some articles this week. The most recent one is on the Henry Ruggs case, where his attorneys have asked the court, filed a motion to seal those medical records from the hospital. We know in that case, allegedly his speed and his alleged BAC were extremely high. So right now, it seems like his lawyers have taken a defensive posture in the case rather than a posture where they're simply going to try to negotiate a plea. And when I mean a defensive posture, obviously they're his defense lawyers, but right now it seems like that case is headed for litigation and not necessarily just a straight plea. But that could change depending on what happens with those motions, or after reviewing the motions, if the prosecution believes that they could possibly lose the case, or if they could risk one of those charges being dismissed at a pretrial motion. So all that comes into play. It is the weekend, it is Friday. Obviously, the Ruggs case, I put a lot out on our blog about that. I've done some videos about it. And it's important to understand, obviously, the weekend is here. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, do not refuse that chemical test. Obviously, if you feel like you're impaired, it's probably already too late. So please don't drink and drive. I have a rule: if I'm going to be driving a car, I simply don't drink at all. I know people may disagree with that, but I think it's a good rule, especially if my kids are in the car. I won't have one sip of alcohol. I just think it's a good policy to have, and I would encourage people to do that. If I am going to drink at all, I'm not a big drinker, but if I'm going to drink at all, I just call an Uber or call some private service to take me where I need to go and take me home. I think that's the best way to operate. I also know that I'm in court in and out of Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and I don't want a situation where I am arrested for a DUI or something like that. While I know obviously my rights and how to handle those cases, well, I wouldn't defend myself, but at the same time, I just don't want to deal with that frustration or that problem. So I would encourage everyone to do the same. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI, do not refuse a test, but do not give consent to search your car or your person. If you are traveling with a gun in New Jersey, remember that in most situations, most people don't have a permit to carry. You most likely don't, and you are carrying a gun illegally in New Jersey. In Pennsylvania, the rules aren't quite as strict, but again, you need a permit to carry if it's out of your home or place of business. But if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website, GamboneLaw.com. A tremendous resource for your family. All my books, my blogs, my videos are available there in one convenient format. So once again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all very soon.